Hi, this is Sweet June 2010. Just got done with my water aerobics. I did my water aerobics today. Ooh, so refreshing. How's everybody doing? Uh, just a quick video. Um, I was just thinking, with all the um, it's like every day I'm hearing something about race every day. It just seems like every day I just say I like to go at least one day without being reminded of the fact that I'm black. It's like every day you read about something about police shooting or article talking about racism, and I mean, it's more prevalent, more worse now. Well, I wouldn't say it's more worse, but um, it's more shocking now because this is the year 2016, and so it's just on the forefront, and it's being talked about and everything, and I said I just would like to go a day without being reminded of the fact that I'm black. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm exhausted. Not just physically, but emotionally and mentally. Being black is exhausting. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section how you guys feel, but I'm exhausted. It's like all this stuff you got to worry about. Like when I did my video about being profiled by the police, we got to worry about being profiled by the police, but worry about being killed by the police for no reason. Then we got to worry about being killed. Let's keep it 100 now. We got to worry about being killed by somebody of our own race. Got to worry about that. Um, Actually, I think we're more likely to be killed by somebody of our own race than we are even by the police, I believe. It's a sad reality, but it's true. And then, you got to worry about going to work. When you go to work every day, you got to worry about, um, racism on the job. I mean, I know people. I know you know what I'm talking about. You got to worry about, you got to worry about that. Worry about whether you're going to be treated fairly or not at work. And, then you got to worry about, the white people that you're working with. You got to worry about, is they racist? They're going to be trying to get you fired and try to get you in trouble. And, you always got to constantly be thinking about that stuff all the time. You know, when something is done or a decision is made, you got to worry about whether race was a factor involved in that. You know, it's crazy because um, it's just a lot. It's just exhausting. I don't know about you guys, but I'm exhausted. And then being a black woman, I got to worry about, because we got to deal with sexism and racism being black women. And then we got to worry about, all these black men out here hating on us. We got to worry about all these stereotypes. And I mean, not that I sit and worry about it all the time. I don't worry myself to death about it. But I mean, it's just something that you have to think about all the time. It's exhausting. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I'm exhausted. It's exhausting being black out here. I just want to be a human being. I figure, it's like this. It's hard enough being a human being out here. It's hard enough just being a human being. And then you got to add the element of being black on top of that. You know, it's too much. Sometimes it's too much. I mean, I understand, um, I think that's why mental illness in the black community is getting a lot worse. It's not being addressed in the black community, which it should be, and it's getting a lot worse because, and there's always been a stigma in the black community about mental illness because we're supposed to be so strong. We're supposed to be so strong and everything, and we're not supposed to be suffering from mental illness. That's the perception. But the reality is that mental illness in the black community is real and it's not being addressed. And because it's not being addressed, that a lot of things that's taking place in the black community is a manifestation of depression and mental illness that's not being treated because it's a big stigma. And it shouldn't be a big stigma but in the black community, but it is. And and I think that's why it's getting worse. It seems to be getting worse, you know, to the point to where black people are starting to kill police. They're starting to shoot the police and all that kind of stuff. And it's crazy, you know. Um, and not to mention, you know, black people are at a higher risk of getting cancer. We are at higher risk of getting heart disease and strokes. That's because it's stressful being black. It's stressful. It's hard enough. You got to be a human being. You know, I say we all have human problems. We all have financial problems. Well, not all of us, but financial problems, relationship problems, um, you know, life happens type problems. Um, those are problems that everybody has across the board, whether you're white, black, or whatever. You know, relationship problems, financial problems. Not everybody has financial problems, but you know what I'm talking about. Um, you know, sickness and you know, having to take care of your loved ones. You know, those are, you know, cars breaking down, you know, stuff breaking down in your house and yada yada et etc etc. Those are human problems. Those are life happens problems that everybody experiences across the board, no matter who you are. But then you add that element of being black on top of that. You have to deal with life's problems, life happens problems, and then you got to deal with being black on top of that. It's overwhelming. I don't know about you guys, but it's overwhelming, and it's exhausting. I'm exhausted. You know, every single day of my life, I got to think about being black every day. I'm like, can I just wake up one day and not have to think about the fact that I'm black? Because there's always some articles now. There's more articles about racism, and then you always hearing about police shootings. Now I just heard about the young black lady with the babies that got killed. We don't know the whole story about that, you know. So it's, I don't know about you guys. Let me know in the comments section how you feel, but I'm exhausted. I just want to be a human being. Can I just be just a human being without being having to worry about all these stereotypes? Being a black woman, I got to worry about dealing with all these stereotypes and all this stuff, and then, you know, I have to worry about being bashed by my own men, and trying to be a decent human being out here. I'm trying to be a Christian and serve God and try to be the best human being I can, and I got to deal with all these stereotypes and all this kind of stuff, and then all this other racism, and then human life happens problems on top of that, financial problems, and all the other problems that I've been dealing with throughout my life, plus health problems, you know, right now. And then I got to worry about racism on top of that. I'm exhausted. Can I just be human? Can we just be human beings for once in our life? Let me know how you feel in the comment section. More videos to come. God bless, peace, and love. Sweet June 2010.